A very good morning, a good start to the new year of 2026. Betway's waited to win. Nino Podesta got the pick six on Friday, and Daryl Marie got the pick six on Saturday. So the boys are off to a great start. Nino also got the jackpots, and his best bet arrived. And of course, we're all looking forward now to this meeting on this Tuesday. This is being recorded on the Monday morning. It's a Fairview Poly meeting, and we trust that it will all go according to plan. The opener, where a Laidley and that was Stone of Scroon, they both joined at 2-1. The 3 Desert Cloud is 7-2. The 10 Kentucky Lassie much the same, and they bet 14-1. And better the balance morning, Nino. I trust the form continues.
Good morning. I hope so, Clyde. But you know what? That's not important. Money comes and goes. The most important thing is that everybody got back home safely from the festive celebration to their loved ones and their families. And yeah, that's most important. First leg of the Bipot race 1. Andrew Fortune opened the meeting at Kenilworth yesterday. He could open the meeting at tomorrow at on the poly track at Fairview with number 3 Desert Cloud. He's got a bit of a tricky draw. So for that reason, I'm having a small nibble on number 2, Stone of Scone. I believe the last run in Yielding Going did not suit. From a 1 draw with Craig Zaki up, that would be my first choice. I am going to have a little nibble on that. But I'm not taking chances in the Bipot. 1, 2, 3, and 10, they all go in.
Okay, that's our Bipot look and feel. We're putting those horses in the Bipot. As Nita was saying to me earlier, it's not as straightforward as what Friday was for Nita. Monday's Tuesday rather, a little more competitive, but that's the Bipot, and it's certainly worth looking at. Time now to have a look at the second race on the card, where Craig Zaki and Richard Ferree go head-to-head again with number 1, Intro, and the 4, Aminato. The third choice is that horse, number 8, Salagadula, and you got the 2-0 Mandy, also priced up around 7-8-1. They're betting 10-1 and better about the balance. So Intro for Dean Smith, Aminato for Alan Greef. Are those the two that are going to battle this out, Nino, or just how deep does one intend on going in a race like this?
No, Clyde, I'm funny you, and I almost banked Emanata. Look, he's going to win the maiden. He's due to win his maiden. 3 cracking his last cracking runs, 3 in a row, behind Pomerol, behind Mia Destino and the Originator. And that is my first strong first selection, Clyde. But I do respect the intro, Dean Smith and Craig Zaki. So I've gone the 2. I really do believe it's a boat race, but I'm looking for Emanata as my first choice. I'm looking at Emanata.
Okay, excellent. And it's also a look at the place accumulator. So there we go. Nino's PA cost 120 Rand. And in the first leg of the PA, we both, although Nino's strong in Aminato, we're going both 1 and 4 in the opener. Okay, that pick 6 we got on Friday. Nino spent 480 Rand on Friday, got back 17,000 Rand for everybody. What's the story today? They've got this horse 6 Supreme Judge, top of the boards, that Craig Zaki's riding for Dean Smith. That's the current favourite to win it. The one Back for More and Richard Ferree, Alan Greef, they team up. Second favourite. I know Nino's tipped Porfirio before. Number 2 is currently the third favourite at this point in time, and they bet 7-1 and better about the balance. All right, Nino, first leg's always very important in the pick 6. What's the plan?
Well, Clyde, I was very strong on the horse here, and I almost, and that was number 6, Supreme Judge. Now, have a look through a line, through an indirect form line. If I like Supreme Judge so much, I have to like Porfirio. Porfirio beat Wild Fig by 4 lengths, and Supreme Judge beat it by a short head. I'm strong that we will survive with 2 and 6. I was going to bank a 6, but I've covered it up with number 2, Porphyria, who's coming back over the 1600. Forget the last run. Everything went wrong last time out. This is a massive runner tomorrow. So for me, it's a 2-horse race. I didn't include Back for More, and I didn't include Flash Lightning. But for those that want to go wider, I believe that those two are the only dangers to my 2 selections.
Okay, well, Porphyria has been good to you. You've tipped it a few times. As Jack, this pick 6 costs 504 Rand. There's a look at Nino's pick 6. And remember, he's got a banker in the final leg. Jackpot time, everybody. Let's get our jackpots on now. And in this event, number 7, Panning Gold, and the 5, Got the Fever. They joint at 5-2. 4, Prince Florian, trading at 3-1. And you can get 10-1 and better about the balance. The 4th race should run about 2:15. So don't forget to get your jackpots rolling, Nino. What's the story?
For me, Clyde, a 2-horse race between Craig Zaki and Richard Fourie. I cannot split them. They both ran crackers first time out on the poly. One over course and distance, Panning Gold. Sorry, over the 16. This is a 14. But anyway, ran was impressive last time over the 14. I think this is the 13 that's going to be even better. And obviously, Prince Florian ran second behind King Sailor. I think the 14 will also be better for him. For me, I've gone only those 2. Obviously, Got the Fever. If they want to go wider, I would add that in. And I don't know, King Viserys and Pyromaniac, I think, ran on Friday. I don't know if they're going to take their place in this field tomorrow, but we'll see. I don't know. We're doing it on Monday. I believe they should be scratched, but you never know. All in all, a 2-horse race for me between Prince Florian and Panning Gold.
Yeah, so just for our viewers, make sure you get the latest scratchings update on SA Horse Racing. They'll give you the latest views on that. So, is it another Richard Fourie and another Craig Zaki clash, the opening leg of this jackpot? Time now to have a look at race number 5. Now, here, Nino, interesting support for Andrew Fortune's ride. He's riding for Alan Greefia on this horse, Arvernian Goddess. As you know, the betting comes out a couple of days before the meeting, and the whole weekend they've been nibbling away at this Arvernian Goddess. I just wanted to confirm with you whether you like it or not. Craig Zaki's on the 5 Speed Race as the second favourite. Number 1, Golden Pavilion, is third in the market, and the 9, Coastal Path, has got Richard Fourie on. But they've been nibbling all the time at Arvernian Goddess. You like it?
Yes, I do. And I can see why. Now, if you take Bayamoy as a line horse, you will see that Speed Racer beat Bayamoy by 1.5 lengths, and then Bayamoy beat Arvernian Goddess by 2.25 lengths. So you quickly would jump to the conclusion that Speed Racer has a beating of Arvernian Goddess. But if you have a look at Arvernian Goddess last time, she lost the race at the start. She had an absolute shocking start. She lost lengths, and she would have been much, much closer if not winning the race. So it's a 2-horse race for me. I am in the camp of Speed Racer again, just slightly to beat Arvernian Goddess, but I've added Golden Pavilion in just in case, because this is a top horse and been taking on the best in PE, and Louis McCoxer is in deadly form. 1, 5, and 6, but if you had to break it down, I would go 5, 6, and 1.
Okay, got it. Your first choice is the 5. Thanks, Nino. This is the second jackpot opportunity. This jackpot, as you can see on screen, will cost you 126 Rand. On to race number 6 now. Silver City, Andrew Fortune back on board. The Alan Greef runner is currently the favourite. The 2 Wishes and Dreams is the Richard Fourie ride. Alan's got a strong hand here because he's got the first and second favourites in Silver City and Wishes and Dreams. They do look to fight it out. Glenn Cotson is in Quebec. He's got Call of the Karoo, but we look forward to his runner Sesame in the last race. We'll talk about that a bit later. And then Augusta Rosso. Again, it's one of those races where Alan Greef dominates, Nino.
Uh, Clyde, yeah, well, I don't agree with you there. I think the horse to beat is number 8, Call of the Karoo. And you asked me earlier in the show for a double, and um, I said no. But if you twisted my arm and you forced me for a double, it would be Call of the Karoo onto Sesame, the Glen Cotson double. But I respect Silver City. I remember we were on course a day at 1, but it's travelled up and down to Joburg and back. And we saw what happened to My Best Shot a week ago. But I'm sure Ellen wouldn't run it unless she's 100% fit. And I also respect wishes and dreams. But I've banked Call of the Karoo in the PA, and I've covered it up with 1 and 2. But that I think Call of the Karoo, with the Cape Town form that she brings to the table here, she's going to be the one to beat.
Okay, we're looking forward then to following Glen Cotson's stable very closely. Chad Little is riding both of them, Call of the Karoo and Sesame at the back. The penultimate race of the day, and it does seem to be the kind of race that could produce the upset of the afternoon, although there is some support, early support anyway, for number 2 Izanami that Richard Ferree's riding for the Alan Greef stable. Got 61.5 to shoulder, but some nibbling away at the price. 5 Pomerol is next best in the market in that order, and then the 7 Pennies World, the 6 Free World, and even a horse like the 9 City of Dreams. I thought it was open, Nino.
Yes, you saw I took field here. The only thing I can say, I was told that City of Dreams will most likely be taken out. So, because she ran on Friday. I inquired about that, and that will most likely be a scratching tomorrow. So I haven't added that in, but you got to keep. It's not 100% certain, so you got to keep your eye out on that. If she runs, she's got to be included. And as you said, the betting, I think I've got it right, between 2, 5, and 7. But I'm looking at big upset horses here, like Gloria Mondi, maybe Free World, a horse like Colorama, and even a horse like True Design from a 1 draw, I think can cause an upset. I've gone field. I'm hoping for a big upset here, Clyde. I can't help the public here. If they want to go with the favourites, they can do so. But I think we can get a result here. Well, I'm hoping for a result.
Sure, and we can have a look at what you've selected in terms of the longer price horses, because a nice price is 33 to 1, 40 to 1, some of them. So for our viewers out there, just make a note. 8th and final, and the money's for Sesame. Open 5 to 2 during over the weekend. On Monday morning when we were doing the show, priced up at 18 to 10. Glen Cotson and Chad Little teaming up to win the last. 3 Oliver Noyle is the second favourite at the moment at 28 to 10. 9 Canford Queen is 9 to 2. And then if you like a bit of Craig Zaki and Dean Smith, well, they're at 10 to 1. But I know you started early with Sesame. I guess all systems go, Nino.
Yes, all systems go. My best bet on the card. I was on course yesterday at Kenilworth, and I was given the confidence on the horse. It left yesterday for PE. It's gone to Sharon Cotton. She's looking after it until tomorrow, and then it's going to Durban. But the confidence is there. But I also liked it even before then. When I first opened the book, I said this horse can't get beat. The Cape form is too strong. She's by legislate. She's going to love the 1900 meters. The poly is not a concern. We know Glen Cotton is not scared to raid P, and he's not scared of the poly. We saw with King's Regent and on he raided the poly, he won. And let's hope the form continues. I banked the Tripping Thunder on Friday. That was trained by Glen Cotton before it went to Juan Nel. So, and this is another Glen Cotton trained horse that I am very strong on. Sesame, and I think people can have a nice punt on it.
Nino, thanks very much, and well done again over the weekend for your win and a good start to 2026. Thanks everybody for watching. Weighted to Win. Betways, weighted to win.